Are you thinking about relocating to the San Antonio area and don't know where to start? Moving from state to state or even from country to country can be super overwhelming. But in this video, Steve and I are going to give you the top 6 things that you need to do before relocating to the San Antonio area. We're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for more notifications to ensure that you're one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Stephen Garza and I get phone calls and emails from people just like you every single day who are looking to relocate into the area or buy or sell property right here in San Antonio. We would absolutely love to hear from you, whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that transition. All of our information is listed right below in the description box, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to the 6 things you need to do first before relocating to San Antonio. Number 1, call us. We have lots of different ways that you can get in touch with us. Of course, they're all listed in the description box. You can call us, you can email us, or you can book directly on our calendar with our Zoom link. Now, of course, we would love to do a Zoom meeting with you. This is really what we call our buyer consultation. This is step number 1, no matter what. This meeting is so important for us to get to know you on a personal level, learn a little bit about your needs and your wants and what you're looking for when you move to San Antonio. It's also going to help us dive deep into your timeline, your budget, and your criteria. This is all super important because it really sets up the next 5 steps and helping you transition into the area as smoothly as possible.
Step number 2, setting up your property search. With all that information that we've gathered from your buyer consultation, we take that and target it on a search. Any agent can set up a generic search for you in Northeast San Antonio or Northwest San Antonio or all of San Antonio. You might get a list of 400 homes to go through, and that might be what you're looking for, which we can always discuss. But our goal is to get to know you personally, get to know your wants, your needs, and your lifestyle, right? If you got kids, you might want to focus on school districts. If you're single and love the nightlife, or you're a foodie and love to be around the nicest restaurants in San Antonio, we want to make sure that we target those areas specific to you. We want to dial in exactly what you want, so that way we know exactly what we're looking at as far as criteria within the home. We want to get that search set up so you're happy with the homes that are being sent to you from the start.
Number 3, get pre-approved. Now, once we've done the buyer consultation, we've set you up on the search, the next step is getting pre-approved. Now, of course, this is also going to depend on your timeline, whether you have a home to sell first. There's lots of different factors that play into when you're going to get that pre-approval. But what I do want to note here is that a pre-approval is good for 90 days. So usually when you're about 90 days out from being ready to purchase, we want to get that pre-approval just to ensure that the budget that we've set out does match your buying power. And when you've really looked at all of those calculations, that payment is going to be something you're comfortable about. If we need to adjust the search, then we absolutely will. But it also just gives us a really nice full picture of how we can help you the best and to ensure that you're getting the home that fits your budget and makes your pocketbook happy. Now, Steve and I absolutely have a local lender that we would be happy to refer to you. But if you have worked with a lender in the past and you would like to use them again, We will definitely make sure that in our discussion on timeline, we'll let you know when the best time is to reach out. The last thing we want you to do is get pre-approved too early and get that extra ding on your credit when it's just not necessary yet.
Step number 4, schedule the date to start your home shopping. Whether that's preliminary, you might want to come into San Antonio 3 different times, or you might just want to come in once and do some home shopping. Schedule that date, getting a target date pinned down. It's something that we can focus on, you can focus on, we can clear our calendars and set aside the whole weekend for you, or a few days out of the week, whatever you prefer. We want to make sure that you maximize your time in San Antonio. And if you are coming in to purchase, we want to make sure that we have all the time in the world to show you as many homes as you want to see, so we can check them off that list. That way you're happy. And when we do find that home, you know that you settled on that house after seeing the market and saying, hey, this one checks all the boxes and I'm ready to move forward and make that offer. Now, if you're not able to come in, many times you just can't. Your schedule's too busy, the kids are in school, whatever, life is happening. You're just not able to make it to San Antonio. Katie and I are happy to do virtual tours for you. I always say that homes have character. You need to feel them. It's great if you can come in. Sometimes you just can't make it. We'll give you our honest opinions as we walk through that house and share the feeling. If the ceilings are low and we just, we can feel it, like, oh man, it feels boxy. We'll tell you our honest opinion. That's why we always recommend you coming to town if you can make it. But sometimes you just can't, and virtual tours are the way to go.
Number 5, get that employment or offer letter or your PCS orders. Those are super important. These are things that you're going to need to provide to the lender. You do have to have a job here in the San Antonio area before they allow you to purchase a home using other people's money, right? If you have cash, the offer letter doesn't really matter. But if you are moving here from another location, you do need at least the offer letter stating what your salary is going to be and a start date. If you have a job that is work from home, we have seen this happen. We just need some type of letter or information that says you don't need to live within so many miles of that job. All of that the lender will cover when they're going through your pre-approval, but we made this on our list because it is super important. And if you're relocating, a lot of people don't understand that you can't get pre-approved for a home until you have some sort of concrete information about a job or income coming in before the bank allows you to purchase a home.
Step number 6, do not buy anything on credit. And when I say do not buy anything on credit, I don't mean go out to eat and, spend $50 on a meal. I mean, don't spend $10,000 on new furniture, or don't go buy a car in the middle of the house hunting process. You don't want to alter your credit. There are some that can. This is not for everyone. There are some that can't afford it. It's not a big deal. If you know your finances really well, you know what you can and cannot do. But this is a warning. I've actually had this happen to me. A buyer went out and bought appliances and furniture all at the same store. And guess what? It changed their credit. Their DTI, or debt to income, was altered and they could no longer afford the home. Your credit will be pulled twice. It'll be pulled once before when you're going through the pre-approval process, and sometimes the lender will pull it right before they close to make sure you didn't go buy a Ferrari or $50,000 couch, right? That's a joke, but it does happen. It's always something you want to be aware of, and you just want to know your DTI, or debt to income. And lastly, always check with your lender. You may be able to afford that $10,000 couch, but it's always a good idea to check with your lender. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you to hold off till after closing. But, you know, in many cases, you can do it. You just want to get that check from the lender saying, hey, it's okay, go ahead and buy it. Totally up to you. But just make sure that you keep the lender involved in that process when thinking about spending money on credit.
So that's all we have for you, our top 6 things to do before you relocate to San Antonio. I hope this was super helpful, and if you could think of any other questions that you may have that we didn't address, please feel free to reach out to us. We would absolutely love to hear from you and some feedback, as well as if you are looking to make that transition. All of our contact information is listed right below in the description box. As we said in the beginning, Steve and I would absolutely be honored to be your realtors of choice and help you make that smooth transition into the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away, we're ready to help. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.